It should just come up on YouTube. That's the idea. And then I can share it everywhere from YouTube, and you can share it as well if you want to, but you don't have to, because it'll just be.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's all helpful, isn't it? Cringe.
Right. Right. There seems to be a bit of a lag. That's the only problem. What am I going to have to do about that? Bear with me, everyone. Right, okay, let's see how we get on with that. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you really well. Yeah, that's good.
Brilliant. I think I might have made it work. Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to... Oh, no, it hasn't worked. Oh, no. That's not working at all.
It says live on YouTube at the top of my thing. But...
That's so annoying. Why isn't that working? How annoying is that? When I do it on YouTube, you can, there's a lag and you can hear both of us and it doesn't work.
Oh, I see.
Oh, let's just go for it anyway.
Okay.
I'll record it. Okay, so sorry about that if you saw all the kerfuffle there. Tech, I've had quite a day with tech. So we have the lovely Heather Locke joining us this evening for one of our little interviews, but we'll be talking a little bit about what she does, because it does, you know, we end up talking about exercise and nutrition quite a bit. So I'll let Heather introduce herself. So tell us who you are and what you do, Heather.
Hello, so yeah, I'm Heather. I'm a personal trainer. I do one-to-one sessions. I do internet or online coaching. I do fitness classes. I just love everything to do with health and wellness and fitness. And I love helping women. That's my niche, really.
Okay, brilliant. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for about 6 years now. After having my daughter, just finally wanted to start looking after myself a bit better, and I hired a PT myself, and he just made me totally fall in love with it all. So I thought it'd be a great thing to do alongside having a daughter as well. So yeah, it's about 6 years ago. Yeah, brilliant.
I thought you were going to say, and I fell in love with him then. I thought we were going to go off on a completely different tangent. We do love a good love story. That would be great.
My other half, that's what was happening, but no.
Okay, brilliant. And also, you've been in this group for a while, haven't you?
Yes, so I signed up, gosh, when did I have a go? I think it was last summer, actually. I've gone through periods of abstaining from alcohol. I've done sort of 3 months here and there, and last year I was struggling to do it on my own, but really did want to sort of give it up or take a break. And a really good friend of mine recommended Stephanie. So I did your online one, which was really amazing, and I haven't stopped telling other people about it. Actually, it helped me so much. It put everything in perspective a little bit more, and just helped me form a better relationship with it. I still have ups and downs, not teetotal, but it's much better.
That's good, and it's really nice, isn't it, when you have those periods of like alcohol-free time anyway.
It was, yeah, had my best holiday last summer when on my birthday, actually. I think it's probably, since drinking, it was my first ever sober birthday, and it was really lovely. So nice.
So what do you think you've learned from your periods of alcohol-free time?
You really get to know yourself, and kind of, you know, the excuses that you form in your head of why you think it's okay to you know, turn to alcohol. I mean, I know there's so much pressure to think that it's okay. It's very easy to convince yourself that it's fine, but I just feel so much guilt around it all, especially with being in this line of work, being, you know, encouraging people to be healthy and fit. I feel like I'm totally lying to them as well if I'm going home and sinking a bottle of wine.
I don't know if people would think that though, because it's interesting, isn't it? Like, from my perspective, we were talking about this earlier, from my perspective, yes, totally, completely, like, there's no place, alcohol has no place in a weight loss plan, you know, or, I mean, it's okay if people have like the occasional drink, but in terms of sort of regular drinking, in terms of weight loss, it's like, really? No. You know, like Slimming World, actually, I was talking to someone the other day that's doing Slimming World, and he was saying, he's a binge drinker, and he was saying, I could save all my sins up, and he was telling me how many gin and tonics he could have, or how many glasses of Prosecco he could have on a Slimming World diet. And we were laughing about it, you know, it was all very tongue in cheek, but he was, and he does, Slimming World does work for him, and he does lose weight on it, but he totally respects alcohol and he doesn't use his sins. But I just thought that's hilarious, and probably, well, it's not hilarious actually, and probably some people are actually doing that, aren't they, thinking they can drink quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They'll cut their calories so that they can do that, for sure, or you know, not cut their calories and not be losing weight and not understand why they're not losing weight, because they might be really good with their eating, but yeah, they're boozing. It counteracts your metabolism, your fitness results, your, you know, building the lean muscle, everything. It puts all that on hold to deal with the alcohol side of things. So it's kind of a waste of time, really. So, like, you know, to not put in the effort to really cut back, I think, if you really want to lose the weight.
Yeah, if people come to you, because I'm guessing quite a lot of people come to you to lose weight and get fit, that's...
Yeah, so alcohol is a big one. We do talk about it quite a lot. And again, I have pointed some people in your direction, actually, because, yeah, it's not my field, but yeah, I think it needs to get spoken about, certainly, because they don't get without it.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because of the work that I do and the world that I live in, and I've been living in it for 15 years. When I listen to, you know, someone like you who says, like, in the world, it's like, it's so normalized, isn't it? Because I live in this weird, like, cosseted bubble where actually alcohol is the most harmful substance, and we see it as a drug because that's my background and my training, and I'm okay with that, so I don't live in that. But, and I forget that everybody else lives in this world where actually people encourage you to drink, don't you? And it's seen really as a normal thing.
I mean, even in the gym side of it, there's quite a lot of fitness people that, you know, hit it hard both ways. We're kind of extreme people, so we're kind of like all or nothing fitness, all or nothing boozing. You know, it's all the extremes because we're quite sort of high energy people. That's the one thing that I struggle with is just trying to chill myself out, really, sometimes.
Yeah. It's, I mean, that's what I've noticed as well, actually, that there's sort of, with some sports, isn't it? I was talking to someone ages ago, she was a runner, and she said that drinking was very much part of the running culture as well. And I was like, oh my God. She's like, they give you like alcoholic drinks when you finish a run, or you all go out for a drink.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's so weird. Like, I get like,
I think that's bonkers. I think if you're doing a workout, the last thing you want to do is drink alcohol after it.
Well, it like things like, I mean, with cocaine, I sort of understand that as a performance enhancing drug because it's a stimulant. You know, I get where that happens. But alcohol, you're like, yeah, I don't like, it dehydrates you. So if you've just done a run, you're dehydrated, and then you drink something that's going to dehydrate you. I'm like, it's a bit odd.
Yeah, absolutely. Headache material.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so weight loss is something that it gets talked about quite a bit, and I'm definitely not a weight loss specialist. And some people stop drinking and they lose weight, and then some people reduce their drinking and find themselves eating more crap, or just, I mean, sometimes people do everything right and they still don't lose weight. Have you got any tips for women who want to lose a little bit of weight?
Yeah. So I mean, nutrition is the biggest factor, definitely. Exercise is great. I think exercise really has its place because it's great for the mental side of things. It makes you feel good, and also it makes you. I think personally, it makes me feel like I want to eat better if I've done a really good workout. Because you put in a lot of effort. So that's a great one to include daily, and it can be whatever you enjoy doing. Food wise, I think just keep things really simple. I think diets are so restrictive that a lot of people go on these things and get so stressed. It is mentally exhausting. And then they might do that for a few weeks and just not keep up with it. And it's all about willpower on a diet. So then they totally fail and put it on and more and think that they're never ever going to lose it. So very simply, on my plate, I would just look to see, has it got anything nutritious on it? So vegetables and fruit, like loads of different colours, and has it got some protein with it? Everything else then can kind of, work around that. But those are the main, just to take it back to complete simplicity, really. Just making sure that you've actually got something nutritious on your plate. And yes, some protein is just really helpful for sustaining your energy throughout the day.
Yeah, it's I mean, I talk when I don't go into great detail. I'm not a nutritionist, but obviously I do need to talk about the basics of nutrition. So like drinking water is really important, and I talk about drinking water even when people are drinking. When I used to work with dependent drinkers, and I still do from time to time, but in treatment services, that's one of the first things I'd get them doing is, while we're reducing, you need to start drinking water so we get some fluid in. But it's just that whole thing about whole food. So eating foods in its most natural form, so that the less crap you eat, the less processed food, and that's like the simplest way, really. It's not a diet then, is it? It's just like, well, how much of my food is actually real food?
And that's the thing, you can totally load your plate with all the vegetables and stuff as well then, and you don't feel like you're starving yourself. And because of the fibre and the water content within those and the nutrition, they are actually very satisfying. And throw in some herbs and some spices and you've got a really yummy meal. So
Yeah,
I think a lot of people just go wrong with the mindless snacking and things like that. That's where people need to wind it in, definitely.
yes, I know all about mindless snacking. So tell us about your workouts. So I've been doing your workouts last week. So Heather's been doing live workouts because of obviously what's going on, and exercise is really important. So she was posting them in our small accountability group, and I've been doing them. Been really great, actually. Thank you. So Heather's going to be posting them this week in this group, so you can get a taster. So tell us a bit more about your workouts.
Yeah, so I think I wanted to, so I obviously lost work at the gym because the gym shut. So I really wanted to do something online for everyone to keep everyone motivated. But I was totally aware, myself included, how overwhelming last week was for everyone suddenly being, shoved or locked away in their home.
Told to go home.
So I thought long workouts with children around was just ridiculous. So a 20-minute workout just seemed really feasible for someone to get up, probably have their kids there in the background joining in slightly, and rev up the metabolism and really counteract the anxiety feelings as well. Because I mean, your cortisol level is really high in the mornings, or can be at its highest in the morning, I think. So it just seemed like a good time to do a quick 20-minute metabolism boost. And then this week we focused a little bit more on throughout the week doing different body group or body areas, so that we're actually sort of building up muscle tone as well, still within those 20 minutes. So I think they're really good personally.
Yeah, I think, well, they are really good. I love that they're sort of 20 minutes long, which I think is great, because if you're not exercising, like just 20 minutes and it's have a go, like an hour can just be like, oh my God, particularly, you know, I can go and do an hour if I go to a class because I don't want to leave because I look like an idiot. So I'll stay there till the end just because there's other people. But at home on my own, if it was more than 20 minutes, I'd definitely lose interest. So I think that's really good. And your exercises are hard work. You know, I can't do all the workouts. So that's one of the things I would say to the ladies. Don't, like, if you start doing Heather's workouts this week, don't worry if you can't do it all, just do some of it. Because at least you're getting your body moving, which is great. And then the more you do it, the better you'll get, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a real mixture of ages in there. There's a lady in there, a good friend of mine's mum, and she's had major wrist operations, and she's like, oh, Heather, I struggled a bit doing some press ups and stuff. But she said, I did try, and she said, I've actually found a different position, and you know, and I've given her other exercises to do. So others have said, I can't do all your jumping around, which you did in one session. I'm like, that's fine. You know, we can do lower impact. So yeah, I think it really is totally adaptable for everyone to try.
Yeah, and it's really important just to get moving, isn't it? So like doing it in the morning and getting moving, like you say, like the first one I did with you, I just felt really good all day because I'd done 20 minutes exercise. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, and I've worn my heart rate monitor, my zone monitor throughout quite a lot of the workouts, and it's actually you know, it's a really good calorie burn as well. If that, you know, that sort of is quite motivating for women to know that they're burning loads of calories. So it was in 20 minutes, sort of about 300 calories, which is a really decent amount for such a short time. So yeah,
that's brilliant. So you're going to be posting some videos in the group this week, aren't you? In this group?
Yeah.
Brilliant. And you'll also be posting a link where people can find you and do more workouts if they want to as well. Yeah.
I've actually had some people already join from your group, which is amazing.
Okay. Brilliant. Well done, ladies. Yeah, exercise. I mean, as you know, doing the online coaching program, I talk about exercise, and we used to do exercise challenges in the big group, and it's something that we will do from time to time in this group. But with everything that's going on, I think it's really important that we have a routine and structure, and exercise is part of our routine and structure, but not something to beat yourself up over either. It's that just do it a few times a week, get moving. If you like it, keep doing it. But yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's why I designed the short ones, because I'm meant to be playing, well, it's holiday time now, but yeah, you know, I had to be doing stuff with my daughter and things as well, so I wanted to offer something, but an hour would just be too long for most people. I think they would.
Yeah. And you've posted in there today, haven't you?
Yeah. What, into your group, the workout? Yes, I've got the link there. And and that's what people have been joining from, actually, the workout links. So
okay, brilliant. So if anybody can't find it, give me a shout, I'll tag you in it. And then Heather's going to post another one on Thursday and also on Friday. But if you want more, you can just go to the link and just ask me or Heather. Heather's in the group as well, and we'll signpost you if you can't find it. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much, Heather.
Thank you.
And I will see you soon.
Absolutely.